Hey everybody, my name is Nate. Welcome to episode 8 of Two Quick Things. Here we go. Every month, I'm afforded the opportunity of participating in a peer executive group. There's a lot of things we naturally talk about in the group in terms of development, career progression, challenges within our own workplaces. This month's topic, though, however, was really interesting to me, talking about mindset. The two mindsets being a fixed or a growth mindset. So let's uncover both and dig in. Quick thing number 1, a fixed mindset. If you operated in a fixed mindset, here's a few keywords that might resonate with you. The behaviors that you have, you're born with. You're naturally intelligent or naturally unintelligent. When it comes to change management, it might be something that's scary to you, maybe a little bit more change adverse. In terms of exposure to new ideas or looking at creative or progressive ways of operating, that might be something that's uncomfortable to you. Close-minded, but not in the way that you don't see the world. Close-minded in a way that this is how you've done it, this is how you've succeeded, so this is how you're going to always continue to do it. You have a fixed mindset. A perfect example is think about back when you were in middle school or high school and you took a test. Were you somebody that focused on the result, getting the A on the test? Or were you somebody that had to focus on the process and studying and get to the result that you were hoping to get to? Your focus was on that process versus the result. If your focus was on the result, you might come from a fixed mindset. You then associate that A on the test or A on your paper as a succession because you had a result of getting an A. Someone with a fixed mindset gets a D on the next test, they're going to look at that as a failure. They might not look at that as a learning opportunity to improve the next time they're challenged with a test. We'll get to the inverse in a second when we talk about the growth mindset. Quick thing number 2, a growth mindset. Some keywords that you might grasp onto if you think you come from more of the growth mindset might be, you welcome change. You're happy for change. You might be a change agent in your organization. The behaviors or skills you possess are learned, and you've gone through a process of failing, but then succeeding the next time. You like to formulate goals and processes to get to the outcome you're looking for, as opposed to focus on the outcome. You have a high aptitude for networking, for expansion, for looking and doing things differently. And you might approach life or business with the mindset of a continual evolution. So back to the example of the middle school or the high school test from before, someone with a growth mindset is either excited or maybe has to focus on creating a process to find a way to get to the result of that A on the test. I can tell you, when I was in middle school and high school, college even for that matter, not a good test taker. Probably still to this day, not a good test taker. But man, I could do homework like it was my job, and I could study and write notes and visualize everything. That's how I would succeed. That's how I got by. I was never the kid in school that it just naturally came to me. I had to work, I had to grow, I had to learn a process, I had to fail at it, see how I would study the best, what would help me learn material and absorb material the quickest way. Looking back now as an adult, back to when I was a teenager, understanding the difference between a fixed and a growth mindset, I can even assimilate and understand, gosh, I was a growth mindset individual just because of the processes I had to go through taking tests. Even though I never was a great test taker, which sometimes equates to getting that 4.0 or the best grades, I was on the A honor roll in college, Minnesota. Here we go. So there it is, this week's episode of Two Quick Things, a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset. By the way, I should add, it's not bad to be either, but there is an inherent difference and I want you to understand what difference that is. As always, you can follow me on my Twitter feed @NateZellner, where I'll post an expanded list, a thread, of this week's topic of fixed versus growth keywords. You can also follow me on the YouTube channel, Two Quick Things, hit that subscribe button below, or right here on LinkedIn where I post the weekly episodes. Let's have a little engagement this week. Are you a fixed mindset individual or a growth mindset individual? Make a comment. Let's talk about it. I'll look forward to next week's topic and talking to you then. Thanks so much.